Come on in.
Defense. Oh,
We're ready.
so long and rangy.
Put away.
Oh,
What a power.
You all know Dakota Ditcheva, the undefeated PFL champion, the knockout artist, the absolute phenom who's taken the MMA world by storm. She's 15 and she's finished almost everyone, and she's making $1 million while doing it. She's the standard, the benchmark, the fighter everyone's talking about.
Pounds out of New Wave Jiu-Jitsu, Austin, Texas, Helena Crevar.
But that looks tight, Sean Williams.
Yeah, it's tight, and it's basically like a spine lock. And she'll use this to get the hooks in, most likely. And now she can finish here.
2 years ago we fought, she won with a rebar. So I'm really happy to have won that match and win the 145-pound title as number one. I felt confident in this match wherever it was to go, and I do want to focus more on playing top now, since I have had a lot of leg lock wins in the past couple years. And yeah, so I was able to pass the guard, take the back from there, and win with a rear naked choke.
But what if I told you there's an 18-year-old grappling prodigy who might be even more dominant in her discipline? What if I told you her record is so insane, so unbelievable, that it makes Dakota's look almost normal by comparison? Her name is Helena Crevar, and the comparisons to Dakota are impossible to ignore. Is she the next Dakota? Could she even surpass her? Stick around, because we're about to break down everything you need to know about this absolute monster of an athlete. Helena Crevar burst onto the professional grappling scene as a teenager and hasn't looked back since. Born in January 2007 in Las Vegas, Nevada, she's been involved in martial arts since she was literally 3 years old. Yeah, you heard that right, 3. She started with Kajukenbo, a Hawaiian martial art that mixes striking and grappling, and earned her junior black belt by age 8. But jiu-jitsu, that became her calling when a gym owner suggested she try it alongside her strength and conditioning classes.
At the 2025 IBJJF World Championships, Helena makes her black belt debut. She's been an incredible force throughout the colored belts, but now the ultimate is black belt.
Fast forward to age 15, and Helena made a life-changing decision. She moved to Austin, Texas to train under legendary coach John Danaher at New Wave Jiu-Jitsu. And if you don't know who John Danaher is, he's basically the Gandalf of grappling, the mastermind behind Gordon Ryan, Gary Tonin, and basically every dominant leg lock specialist in the game right now.
How are you feeling going into trials in Atlantic City?
Yeah, I feel great. 65 kilos is usually my division, but for this event I decided to go up to 70 due to being more girls in my division. But yeah, definitely I feel great at 65, and I can't wait to do my first East Coast trials.
At just 17 years old, Helena became the youngest athlete ever to podium at the ADCC World Championship. And for those who don't know, ADCC is the Super Bowl of submission grappling. She took home silver in 2024, and she didn't just participate. She made history by becoming the first woman ever to finish an opponent with a heel hook in ADCC competition.
Helena Crevar.
Congratulations. So we've seen you a couple of times out here. Every time it's exciting. Every time it's an incredible finish. That might have been your most incredible finish so far. Did you expect to see the match play out that way?
Yeah, I was definitely looking for a submission. I've been working on like my calf slicers, like not just focusing on heel hooks and ankle locks. So I'm really glad to have finished it. It was one of the submissions I was like envisioning for a match, so I'm glad it played out.
She's currently ranked #1 pound-for-pound female no-GI grappler in the world by Flow Grappling. And get this, she was promoted to black belt in June 2025 at age 18, just 3 months after turning brown belt. That's almost unheard of in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, where it typically takes 10 to 15 years to reach black belt. Her instructors during that ceremony, John Danaher, Gordon Ryan, and Gary Tonon, literally the Mount Rushmore of modern grappling. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Helena's record, and I need you to sit down for this one.
Usually the heel's much more closer to the glute, and the foot is off to the side, I should say.
Oh, grimacing now attacking the net here is Crevar. There's a tap, nicely done, Helena Crevar. Doing big things here in Las Vegas. Gets a submission over Maggie Gridati-Lira. Wow. Just a brown belt.
Yeah.
Shines tonight like a superstar. Crazy to think that she still has room to grow.
Just a brown belt.
Yeah.
That was incredible. This reminded me of Roman Dolidze versus Jack Hermanson. Turned that calf slicer into a situation where she was able to attack 2 submissions at once.
Her professional record as a black belt is 44 wins and 5 losses. That's already impressive, but here's where it gets absolutely bonkers. When you look at her complete competitive record across all levels, including her time competing against professional level opponents as a colored belt, we're talking about a career record of approximately 345 wins and 7 losses. Let me repeat that, 345 to 7. That's a 98% win rate across her entire competitive career.
And a multiple-time IBJJF World and Pan Champion, having just earned her black belt. She represents New Wave Jiu-Jitsu. Please welcome the phenom, fighting out of Austin, Texas, the 2024 ADCC silver medalist. This is Helena Crevar.
IBJJF World Championship no-gi winner, 2025, IBJJF World Championship gi winner at brown belt, 2025, ADCC West Coast Trials Champion, 2024, CJI 2 Grand Prix winner, 2025. One of the highest-paying women's grappling tournaments ever, Polaris 70 kilograms champion, 2024, a DCC silver medal at 17 years old, 2024, multiple IBJJF Pan Championship titles across different belts.
Her spirit. Also, I hope she will inspire many others to come into this sport. This is a great sport for women, for men, for any age. And I believe it will be very, very good if we see more girls like Helena. And that will be also some kind of dream come true, you know, because she inspired a lot, so I hope we see.
And here's the crazy part. Most of these wins, submissions. She's not grinding out points. She's not playing it safe. She's finishing fights. Heel hooks, calf slicers, arm triangles. This girl is a submission machine. Now let's talk about Dakota Ditcheva because she set the bar incredibly high in her own right.
And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Very comfortable.
Switches back.
Dakota is 15-0 in MMA with 12 knockouts and 1 submission. She's the 2024 PFL Women's Flyweight Champion, winning $1 million prize in the process. She's the youngest champion in PFL history at 26 years old, and she became the first British female MMA World Champion. What makes Dakota so special? Her striking is absolutely terrifying. Body shots that fold opponents in half, head kicks that put people to sleep, precision boxing that makes professional boxers jealous. She's finished almost everyone she's faced. She became the first person ever to stop Taila Santos, a former UFC title challenger, finishing her with body punches in the 2nd round.
That sounded sweet from here.
Deep down the middle to the chest.
Great knees up the middle. Goodness me, Soros. She's in real trouble here, Evan, right?
Every
ever since getting dropped on my head to remaxing Andrade to recovering from that fight, it's just been on my mind ever since.
World champion.
150-pound UFC women's world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the champion of the world, Doug Rose. He shook up the world again.
I did it again. But God did it, man. I really just had to have faith in him, and that's what got me through.
5 rounds if needed to determine the UFC strawweight champion. Rose, oh! Another knockdown! Rose Namajunas trying to close the show!
She was doing a great job of feint.
That's it!
It's over.
Rose Namajunas! Rose Namajunas!
Rose!
Height 5 feet 5 inches, reach 65 inches, record 14 wins, 7 losses. Meet Rose Thug Namajunas. And before you look at those losses and scroll away, you need to understand something. This woman is a decision queen. 50% of her wins come by decision. And that right there, that's exactly why she's the biggest threat to our beloved Dakota Ditcheva's perfect record.
That wasn't the way that I seen like the finish in the fight. You know, I seen this fight go in many different ways.
You keep talking to her. What are you saying to her?
I'm just saying the Lord's Prayer. Boogie Woman is coming for you!
Plus, let's not forget, Rose is massively popular, with over 2 million followers on Instagram, making her more famous than Dakota in the social media game too.
Fighter out of Denver, Colorado, presenting the number 3 UFC strawweight contender in the world, Doug Rose Namajunas!
Everyone's talking about Dakota's power, her knockouts, her undefeated streak. But what happens when the knockout doesn't come? What happened when Dakota is taken into deep, dark waters for 15 minutes? That's where Rose thrives. That's her world. And today, we're breaking down why this 5 foot 5 inch veteran with only a 14-7 record might be the one fighter who can hand Dakota her first loss.
Blue Watterson in white suitable conditions, strawweights in the world, both train at altitude. Watterson in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
It's been a good job kind of mentality there. Certainly wasn't there to win.
Yeah, but there's a lot of mutual respect. Yeah. Oh, she clipped her.
Namajunas looking slick on the feet, lands the...
Let's get into it. So who exactly is Rose Thug Namajunas? And why should Dakota be worried? Rose isn't some undefeated prospect. She's a battle-tested, war-proven, 2-time UFC strawweight champion who's fought the absolute killers of the division. Those 7 losses, they came against elite competition: Carla Esparza, Manon Fiorot, Erin Blanchfield. She's been fighting murderers row while Dakota was building her record.
I mean, she just trains with an amazing team. Pat Barrier and fiance, of course, to threat that to be a partner with if you're a fighter. Trevor Whitman, one of the best fighters in the business.
There's more going on here. She's dealing with Helena Crevar, which is very, very dangerous in the clinch.
But here's what matters. Rose has 14 wins, and 7 of them came by decision. That's 50% of her victories. This woman doesn't just survive, she thrives in fights that go the distance. She's been in 5-round wars with Joanna Jędrzejczyk twice, Zhang Weili twice, and Jessica Andrade twice. Championship rounds? That's her playground. And here's the scary part for Dakota. Rose is the first woman in UFC history to regain a championship after losing it. She knows how to come back from adversity. She knows how to dig deep. She knows how to win when it matters most.
She has taken down all of her UFC opponents now, including Paige Van Zandt. Very smart move by Rose Namajunas.
Okay, so let's talk about why Rose being a decision queen is actually terrifying for Dakota. Dakota Ditcheva, 15-0, 12 knockouts, 1 submission, 2 decisions. She's a finisher. She's trained to hunt for the kill. But what happens in those rare moments when the finish doesn't come?
Fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She won officially at 125 1/4 pounds. And she holds a perfect, undefeated record of 10 victories and no defeats. She is the 2023 PFL Europe Women's Flyweight Champion. Fighting out of Manchester, England, dangerous Dakota Ditcheva!
against Tyla Santos, finished in round 2, against Gina Bishop, finished in round 1, against Chelsea Hackett, finished in round 1. Dakota is used to getting people out of there early. She hasn't been tested in championship rounds. She's never had to fight a full 25-minute fight. Hell, she's only gone to decision twice in her entire career.
The planet right now, fantastic strikers, veterans, future legends of the game here.
For sure.
Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a championship.
Now flip that to Rose. This woman has fought 11 times in the UFC alone that went to decision. She's fought 5-round championship fights 6 times. She knows how to pace herself. She knows when to push, when to conserve energy, when to steal rounds. If Rose can survive the first round, and she's incredibly durable with only 1 knockout loss in 21 fights, she drags Dakota into a cardio war, a mental war, a championship-level grind that Dakota has never experienced. And that's Rose's world.
Against the chin check. Will Rose? Oh! Another knockdown! Rose Namajunas trying to close the show!
She was doing a great job of fading.
There it is!
It's over!
Rose Namajunas!
Against Dakota's Muay Thai power, Rose has the movement and fight IQ to neutralize it. She's fought bigger, more powerful strikers like Jessica Andrade and survived their best shots. Here's where it gets really interesting. Rose is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt with 5 submission wins. Rear naked chokes are her bread and butter. So if Dakota thinks, okay, I can't knock her out, let me wrestle her and control her, trap. Rose is dangerous on the ground. She's got slick transitions. She's always hunting for the neck, and she's submitted high-level fighters.
Slung and a right hand. Oh, big one.
Dakota Ditcheva, right hand and a head up there. Another knockout for Dakota Ditcheva.
Rose has 21 professional fights. She's fought in Madison Square Garden multiple times. She fought in Brazil against Jessica Andrade in front of a hostile crowd. She fought in Abu Dhabi. She's been on the biggest stages against the best fighters in the world.
Was punching.
She's in trouble. Yeah,
in trouble.
Rose is doing a really nice pitch that clenches there. When her corner is calling for her to touch her face, and that's really nice. Setting up the catch.
Just seeing Rose here, she's just getting better every day.
This is tight. This could be it.
Takedown. Don't roll.
Big.
That is huge.
Dakota, 15 fights, mostly regional competition, and 1 elite opponent in Tyla Santos. That experience gap is massive. All right, let's get to the heart of it. Why is Rose thug Namajunas potentially the worst matchup for Dakota Ditcheva? Dakota's entire game is built on early finishes, body shots, liver kicks, overwhelming pressure. But Rose is one of the most durable fighters in MMA. She's been dropped, hurt, and tested by the absolute best, and she keeps coming. If Dakota can't get the knockout in rounds 1 to 2, she's in uncharted territory. Rose can fight at a high pace for 25 minutes. We've seen it. Dakota has never been past round 3 in a 5-round fight, never been tested in championship rounds. If Rose makes this a war of attrition, and she will, Dakota could fade in rounds 4 to 5. And that's when Rose pounces. Rose is one of the most mentally tough fighters in combat sports. She's overcome childhood trauma, lost family members during fight camps, and came back from losing her title twice to win it back. She thrives under pressure. She's been counted out before, and she's always proven the doubters wrong. Dakota is young, hungry, and confident. But has she been tested mentally like that? Has she had to dig into that dark place and survive? We don't know yet. If Dakota can't knock Rose out standing, the grappling becomes a problem. Rose can take her down, control her, hunt for submissions. Dakota's Muay Thai background is elite, but her ground game, we haven't seen it tested against a high-level BJJ black belt. And Rose? She's hungry on the mat.
Big one. Dakota Ditcheva is going to be unbelievable.
Cold-blooded black
He jumps. Head kick. 15 seconds as these ladies are letting it all hang out in the center.
Big one,
great shot.
She's on
Perhaps the biggest strike of the fight comes from Blanchfield, the final.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Frantic exchange to start round 5.
Blanchfield's corner shoulder. Blanchfield fought a pretty, another one. Look, she's back to the body.
She's in tighter here.
Yep.
She's going to get it.
Blanchfield as she's.
That's a really good position for her. She's really good at this.
Huge development here. More shots, and then she came out like a bat out of hell in the 5th.
The UFC ranks is a nightmare threat for our beloved Dakota. Her name, Aaron Cold-Blooded Blanchfield. Record, 14-2. Ranked number 3 in the UFC. And here's the terrifying part. 5 of her wins are by submission. She's a jiu-jitsu assassin, an Eddie Bravo Invitational champion, and she holds the second most submissions in UFC flyweight history.
Very close. That is extended. It is done.
Good technique, lifting nice and tight. Blanchfield now. She's attacking. She let go of the leg. It's straight. Arms almost straight. It's great. It's great. It's great tap.
There's the tap.
When a 15-0 knockout artist faces a submission specialist with ice in her veins, Dakota has never faced a grappler like this. Someone who can take you down